We're going to look at how to blur the background of a photo after you've taken it. Something like the effect if you're taking the photo with your cell phone, where you use the portrait mode and the background kind of blurs out. Or if you're using a camera and you have an aperture that's a low number and makes a big opening in your lens, it would blur the background and have your foreground in focus. But we're going to do that kind of after the fact using Photoshop. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Here is my photo. I'm going to unlock my layers and I'm going to select myself, the subject. I'm going to use the object select tool over here in the toolbar. And if it's hidden, it might be hidden behind like the magic wand or something like that. You might have to click and hold down to get the object selection tool. Makes me show up in pink there. I'm going to click on it and it's going to make a selection. And once it makes the selection, I'm going to put it on its own layer. Did we do it? There we go. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut of Control J, and that will take the selection, put it on its own layer. So here it is. We can check that out. Right over the top, that selection is on its own layer now. I'm just going to change my tool so that object select doesn't keep trying to select things. And then I'm going to select my background layer, and I'm going to add a blur to the background, and it's not going to blur the layer that's above it. So we're going to go up to filter and head down to blur, and I'm going to use the Gaussian blur. There's a bunch of other ones you could try, but this one works pretty well. And right away you can see it affecting the background. You can say if you want it to blur it just a little bit, or if you want to blur it a whole bunch, you can do that too. So using that slider to kind of find the point that you think looks good in your photo and saying okay. And there we go. We can go back and it made the whole thing blurry, and there's our selection on top. It does add a little bit of a halo, so there's that to keep in mind. And then if you want, you can go back in and crop in on your photo a little bit more and position it where you want. But that is a quick and easy way to blur the background using Photoshop.